When a job posting for a prompt engineer requires experience in distributed systems and API design, it signals that the role has evolved. We are moving away from writing sentences and towards engineering autonomous systems. Generative AI is a reactive chatbot. It waits for a prompt and predicts text. Agentic AI is a proactive executor. It takes a high-level goal, perceives its environment, and then carries out a series of independent actions to reach that objective. We are currently seeing a disconnect in how these systems are built. Developers are attempting to solve deep engineering problems with a writer's toolkit, using clever instructions to manage complex software behaviors that require structural logic. This mismatch is where production systems fail. When an agent relies on vibes rather than architecture, it hallucinates input formats, gets stuck in infinite loops, and creates massive technical debt. Moving from a demo to a reliable, production-ready system requires a change in strategy. We have to master the 7 pillars of agent engineering. The first pillar is system design. A functional agent operates as an orchestra of specialized LLMs, stateful databases, and sub-agents that must work in unison without conflicting. Anven AI provides the foundation for this architecture. It plugs into frameworks like LangChain to serve as a reasoning engine, orchestrating the flow of data through these complex multi-agent workflows. Once the system is structured, we need Pillar 2, tool and contract design. Agents use specific tools to interact with the world, and those tools require airtight data schemas so the agent knows exactly what inputs are expected. If a tool contract is vague, the agent will fill the gaps with imagination. It will pass invalid or dangerous arguments into your production environment simply because it lacked a restrictive logic perimeter. Establishing foundational rigor here is what turns unpredictable automation into a deterministic engineering discipline. Pillar 3 is retrieval engineering. We use retrieval augmented generation, or RAG, fetching enterprise data from a vector database. Then, Anven's late fusion architecture processes text and visual data simultaneously, ensuring the response is grounded in your proprietary context. But even perfect context can't prevent external service failures. APIs go down and networks time out, which brings us to Pillar 4, reliability engineering. You need to build in retry logic with backoff strategies so your agent doesn't hammer a failing service. You need circuit breakers that stop a single failure from cascading through the whole system. Combining memory with fault-tolerant execution turns a stateless model into a persistent, reliable digital worker. Pillar 5 is security and safety. Because agents can take actions, they represent an expanded attack surface, vulnerable to prompt injections and the risk of escalating their own privileges. Defending this perimeter requires engineering-level controls, strict input validation, output filters to block policy violations, and granular permission boundaries. Avent's sovereign AI architecture mitigates these risks by running entirely within a private, air-gapped VPC on AWS, Azure, or GCP. This transition back to enterprise control ensures that sensitive telemetry never leaves your infrastructure. Within this environment, we use immutable audit trails and role-based access control. This ensures that every agent action is traceable, authenticated, and governed by your existing security policies. For high-stakes environments, security acts as a mandatory structural layer, providing the governance needed to run autonomous systems at scale. The final stages of the stack are evaluation and observability. Every decision an agent makes must be measured using data. If you cannot trace which tool was called and why, you cannot improve the system. Anven uses an LLM as a judge framework to automate this process. It measures response fidelity and task resolution rates against known benchmarks before you ever ship to production. Pillar 7 is product thinking. While agents excel at execution, humans are required for context and ethics. High-impact decisions must include a human-in-the-loop checkpoint, where a person approves the agent's plan. When you master these 7 pillars, you are no longer just writing instructions. You are an architect building a system that can perceive, reason, and navigate a digital horizon. Generative AI creates possibilities, but agentic AI commits to courses of action. With Anven, you have the infrastructure to deploy those actions safely, sovereignly, and with total autonomy.